It's time for the rundown. Tune in as Amelia and Lori amuse you with their guilty pleasures, share the unsung promo hero of the week, and help decipher all those impossible text acronyms.
Welcome to episode 63 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with ProMoCorNER, and joining me as always, the new co-star, as how I've rebranded her, Lori Bolton of Totally Bamboo. How's it going, Lori?
Good. Amelia, happy Friday. Happy Friday. I know. I need it.
I'm ready for Friday. And talking about wiping the sweat off my brow, our show sponsor is none other than ProTowels. And I just happen to have some of these little, I don't know if this would be an actual golf towel. I think this is a sports stadium towel. So like a little mini rally towel. And I'm wiping my hands because I'm already sweating. What is going on? Whew, on a Friday. This is ridiculous. So ProTowels is one of the largest towel and textile suppliers in the U.S., serving a wide range of products to the promotional products industry. They supply wholesale to fully customized products using various decoration methods, including screen printing, sublimation, and embroidery. And for over 35 years, ProTowels has been the premium provider for beach, golf, fitness, sports towels, and other textiles, including bath and kitchen accessories for over 50 industries. So head on over to promotowels.com to learn more. And these ones, I don't have a spray bottle right here handy, but if you spray, there is a hidden message on here. I wonder, this might be setting myself up for a complete
disaster.
I don't know. A good thing I have a black shirt on underneath because I could look like Okay, I'll work on it while we talk. So
yeah, put it on your desk and like pour water over the towel.
Let me make a mess not on myself while we talk. So Lori, what have you been up to?
Oh my gosh, girl. So still plugging along with my 500 hours of Pilates training, which is, I don't know if anybody like when you count that out, that's such a long time. My goal was September, but I may have to add a month or two to that because there's just so much that needs to happen. So I'm still in Pilates training and traveling like crazy. I'm very, very close to being matched with my little through the Big Sister Big Brother program. Yes. Everybody will be happy to know that my federal and my state fingerprints came back clean.
I am proud of you. Good job.
Thank you. So I carry around my little fingerprint card that's good for, I think, 5-6 years, something like that. So there's that. And then just got back from Halo National Sales Meeting in Colorado Springs at the Broadmoor. And if you haven't heard of the Broadmoor, it is it's the longest standing property that's been at like a 5+ star rating consecutively. So if that tells you anything, it was a compound. Like I stayed in the West Wing, which was across the bridge over the water. Crazy. You have turn down service. You have live plants in your room. Like really, really nice. And then you also
and where was this? What was the location again?
In Colorado Springs, called the Broadmoor.
Oh, yeah. That's where they held NALC last year.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Okay, so that is where they held their national sales meeting, and it was beautiful and, fun little events. We had a rodeo one night. It wasn't like a real rodeo, not like what happens in your town or my town. They like brought the animals in and they let them go after, they were gone afterwards. It was just a quick, short, like bull. Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, a rodeo is like, you know what a rodeo is.
Girl,
and then the last night it was still on property, but in order to get to one area to another, you still have to be shuttled because it's so huge. Mm-hmm. So we were at the Cheyenne Lodge and they had a wolf that was, yes.
This guy?
Wolf, yes. And he's 6 years old. He was rescued. He'll live to be 12 or 13. That's the average lifespan. But he's 6. He loves ice. That's what you see at the by his feet. It's ice. He loves to chomp on it. But he was rescued. He was in a cage against a wall stacked with other animals. Aww. So I know. I met the owner. He was there and he rescued him and he's a great pet. And so he does these type of events now.
Thought a wolf would be a pet that couldn't handle it, just caged a animal that's made to be wild, and so now he's domesticated, I guess. Like he's
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't probably survive, I'm guessing, out in the wild, right? So
yeah.
he now does these appearances, super gentle. I was not one bit afraid. He was just so chill, but gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous animal. Amazing.
I when I saw that picture, I was like, good Lord, where's Lori hiking at these days? Like, what is she doing? I know she has rattlesnake training, but why is she petting a random wolf on her walk? And where is Bailey to protect her?
I know. So that was the last night, and I have to tell you, that was like the coolest night because it was super low key. A lot of people had left. It's gotten really big, this event. So it was just super cool. So I got to snuggle with a wolf for a couple minutes.
Jeez.
I know. What have you been up to?
Well, let's see. Memorial Day weekend. We have family that came, so just very chill, enjoying the free 3-day weekend. Big Slick is coming up. There are a ton of industry folks coming in. I don't think I'm actually attending the event, but I am going to go to downtown Kansas City and have dinner with them before, and then I can come home because I'm leaving the next morning to head to Champaign, Illinois for my cousin's wedding. So it'll be nice to see everybody that's coming in. What else am I doing? Working on my garden. It's looking so good. You would be so proud of me. I should have put a picture up here. I sent my mom last night. I was FaceTiming her. I was like, look at my garden. Look how good it is. Look at everything growing. I cut some lettuce last night and threw it in a bowl. I was like,
Amelia, I'm so
it's only enough for one person to eat, but there's lettuce.
Okay. I love that so much. I'm doing my garden this weekend.
Yay. And I'm prepping for WLC because by the time this drops, it's going to be here literally in a moment. And I found out on our call, because I'm on the work group, and so I think we're every other week call. The event is completely sold out, and there is a wait list of like almost 30 people waitlisted to try and get in. So if someone drops out or something comes up last minute, that has not happened for several years.
That's amazing. So I should stop asking people if they're going in to sign up.
Yeah, too late. So sorry, sucker.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I actually have to get on the ball. I've got to email Jill. I've got to, I'm going to take the weekend. It was due today, but I'm going to take the weekend to tidy up my presentation because I'm presenting. So
me too. I know. I was working on that too. So I'm supposed to turn my PowerPoint in. So
I'm going to buy just a couple days.
Bad me. So yeah. But yeah, I'm so excited. So that's going to be amazing.
Good.
That's what I've been working on.
Oh my gosh. So busy.
And
it's like summer, kids are out of school.
Oh yeah.
Did you find a dress for your wedding?
I bought 2 dresses. I've worn one. The one I bought for the wedding, I think I'm going to take it back. I don't think I'll wear it. Or if I do wear it, I'll never wear it again. And it was expensive. So I'm like, I don't want to spend that much money for a dress that's just going to sit in my closet year after year. I did order some backup dresses online. So hopefully they come this week so I can try them on. So I have options. I just haven't decided which one yet.
Oh, fine. So you're good.
I'm good. Yeah. I'll figure it out.
I love it. I love it. You'll have so much fun. And weather's starting to get better everywhere. I mean, monsoons are happening here. It actually hailed in Colorado Springs this week. Oh, we were at dinner, and the golf course, the little putting area was like all just covered in hail. And my point is like hopefully by the time the wedding comes, weather will be good and it won't be freezing.
And I'll be doing this. I maybe need a fan. I'll sweat and I'll be like, why is it so hot outside? Where's the air conditioner?
Yes. It's an outdoor wedding?
It's outdoor. Yeah. It's going to be super cute. So the wedding is on Monday, but it's a 6-7 hour drive from us. And it's not convenient enough to like fly to Chicago because then you'd have like an 1.5-hour drive and renting a car. And so it's just faster just to drive there. So we get in Sunday, they're having the rehearsal dinner. And anybody that's staying on property, and the property is like old mansions. So some are like individual rooms, like B&Bs, or some are like little cottages on the property. And they're having yard games, and they'll have a buffet dinner that night. And then the day of the wedding, will be like little yard party, and then they'll have the wedding, and then they'll have like a little outdoor tea. I don't know what it is. It's all very Italian style. It's not like traditional, like where there's like wedding reception. There is a reception, but it's like broken up between different things.
So fun, Amelia. So fun.
Yeah, it'll be good. And I'll get to see family and meet a bunch of new people. So very good. So Lori.
Yes.
What are our tips? Living with Lori. Tell me what I need to do.
Yeah.
Crunch time before this wedding. How am I going to get healthy?
Yes. So we are going to talk about benefits of having a fitness plan. So a lot of people do this, obviously, at the end of the year, going into New Year's. You know, I'm not a fan of resolutions, more of intentions. So benefits of having a fitness plan. This can start at any time during the year, any day of the week. But some of it is improved physical and mental confidence. And I think that is so important as we live day to day and what's going on in our world. And I won't go any further on that, but it's improved physical and mental confidence, improved condition of heart and lungs. It provides diversity in types of your workouts, helps avoid muscle and weight plateaus, increased energy and brain function, which I love. And it also prevents mental and physical burnout. So yeah, we threw this up here. Having a fitness plan can be so simple that on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to get out of my office and I'm going to walk for 15 minutes. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to start working on my planks. I'm going to see if how long I can hold it and try to increase by 5 seconds every time. It can be literally that simple, but it is so good for your brain and your overall health. So I challenge you all to have a fitness plan as we go into summer and you want the summer bod. Try to be consistent, realistic goals that you can achieve.
Yeah, because when you feel good, it extends to other parts. Like it's like when you're getting ready and you're like, okay, I look good. I got some confidence here. I'm ready. I can go rock this and take the world on. So and just those sense of accomplishments, like even if it's not a hard workout, but I'm like, okay, I took a lunch break and I rode my bike for 20 minutes. Like I at least did something.
Okay. Yeah. You did something. You can mark it. If you've got a calendar, you can make little notes. You can keep a journal of it. And it is, to your point, Amelia, it's an accomplishment, right? So even if it's just, again, 15 minutes, you've moved your body, you've cleared the space in your head to hopefully come back down and tackle that next project.
Yeah, while it hasn't gotten ridiculously hot this past week, I've been like, I'll take a break. So if I see the mail lady pull up, I have a very long driveway. So I'll go outside and I'll walk to the end of the driveway, which most people don't think that's long, but our driveway is like 100 yards. So it's a jaunt. So I do that. Or before it gets too hot, I'll go out and check my garden or, just go out and do little things that just take 10 minutes here and there, but that I have to walk to get out of my house, get some fresh air and move around. So I've been trying to incorporate that, like at least every 2 hours, get up and do something where I have to walk somewhere in my yard to get something or move something.
I love it. It's good. It's good. And I don't know, do you, like when I'm parking at like a Target or wherever, I park at the back of the parking lot always. Always.
It depends on how big a rush I'm in.
Yeah.
I should, because that's where you get the door dings. And then I'm like, God damn it.
Yes.
So
especially with my new Tesla, I am parking further out and by myself and like hopefully on an end cap. But I always try to park as far away as possible to get that exercise of walking. And I mean, obviously if weather's yucky.
Well, I get my exercise in the store because I'm like running laps and I'm like
running around.
I forgot that. Now I got to go all the way to the back of the store to get in. Or
I love it. There goes Amelia. Oh no, there she is.
Yeah. Zoom.
Yeah, I love it. So
I try to make my grocery list based on which store I'm going to because I have them kind of memorized where things are and what aisle. So I try to make my list so that I like start in the back and move forward so I don't have to forget things. But
amazing. So that's my challenge to everybody as we get into these summer months.
Awesome.
Yes. Well, what have you done to your poor children?
Teaching them that adulting sucks and like, they're kids, but you can't just be a lazy lizard over the summer. So I have already been told that I'm making summer break a prison. They're like, I thought summer vacation was supposed to be fun. What are we doing? And I'm like, I'm working. So I don't know about you, but we had to have a family meeting after the first day about like acceptable sleep-in hours. Like you can't sleep till 11 or 12. You need to be up by 10, which I think is still very much sleeping in. And then Addie hit 16. So I'm like, girl, it's time to get a job. Like you are 16, you have a car, you want to go hang out with your friends, you need spending money. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but next spring break, she's actually going to Costa Rica with the Spanish class.
Oh my
I told
gosh.
her she needs to be able to put some skin in the game. So she needs to raise part of the funds because it's not a cheap trip. It's a 2-week trip to Costa Rica. So like you got to work the summer and pay for part of your trip. So she's filled out applications. She had an interview. I think she's already decided what she's going to do, which was not any of the things that she had to fill out an application for. But as long as she's getting a steady paycheck, I am cool with that. And then little guy is in charge of mowing. He's actually, I hear him outside on the mower now 3 days in a row. It's, our yard is so big.
Yes.
And then we mow, even though we live on a gravel road, we have fields. And so we mow in front of the fields up along the gravel road, just so everything looks nice. So this is the third day and he mows about 2.5 hours each day. And it takes him 3 or 4 days of mowing to like get the yard done. And then he's got to do it all the next week and weed eating. So yeah, that's what they're doing. I'm making the kids work for their food and housing.
For the roof over their head, their warm water. Water, and yes.
First day I had a list. I was like, clean out your cubbies, put away school stuff. School's over. Clean up your closets. Like this is the time to cleanse, get it all organized. So every day I have some type of chore that some are like have to be done today and some are like this week you need to accomplish this.
That is so good. I remember those days. And I worked at the age of 13.
Oh yeah, I had a job from 14 on basically. Yeah.
And haven't stopped.
Yeah, I worked. Yeah. My parents didn't buy me a car. I had to buy my own car. I had to pay for my own car insurance. I had to pay for my own gas. I had to buy my own school clothes. Like we didn't have money growing up. So now I'm always like, oh my God, my kids are so spoiled. I want to give them everything that I didn't have, but at the same time, they need to understand how things work because I do not want them to be one of those entitled brats or the millennials that you run into now where you're like, oh my God, I want to smack you.
Yeah, totally. 100%. And I was the same as you. I had to pay for everything. And my mom she said, you have to pick up one utility bill as well. So I chose the electrical bill. And that varied from month to month to season, right? So yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was better appreciation.
I remember growing up, like we would get new school clothes. We'd have to go early because you'd put them on layaway because you couldn't afford to buy them all. So you had to do the payment plan so that you could. And now my kids, they're like, can we get this on Amazon? Every time we go to the store, can I buy this? Can I buy this? And I'm always like, what's all this extra shit in the cart? Like, it's just stuff is expensive. So
yes,
I hate to talk about money and I don't like to tell them like how much we make or certain things cost. At the same time, when we leave the grocery store, I'm like, that was $400. The cart wasn't even full. $400. Like, do you understand?
Yeah.
I want them to be realistic and it's not just hit a button and things show up and you don't know how it got paid for or what happens.
No, and like the layaway, I don't even know if it exists anymore, Amelia.
Well, Kmart's, I think, are out of business, right? Or do they even exist?
Kmart? I don't know.
Kmart was where we would go as a kid, but I don't even know. Like they're part of Sears. I don't even know if those exist.
Do you remember Miller's Outpost, or am I really aging myself here? Miller's Outpost. They had Levi's. And all the fun little graphic tees. But yeah, you could put stuff on there layaway too. And they put it in a bag and it went in the back.
Yep. So crazy. Kids will never know. They will never
know.
Okay. Well, speaking of kids, this adult kid, Hallie Moore has nominated our unsung promo hero, Andrea Derby, who works at Promo Corner and is a gem, helps us all out. So let's take a little listen from Miss Hallie.
Hi, Amelia and Lori. I would like to nominate a promo unsung hero. The person I would like to nominate is Andrea Derby of Promo Corner. She goes above and beyond every single day. She takes care of all the behind the scenes stuff here at Promo Corner. She's reaching out to customers for artwork, products, banners, anything we need. She is truly on top of it and she gets it done. I could not do my job without her. She makes my life a million times easier. So I would just like to give a shout out to Andrea. Thank you so much for everything you do, Andrea.
Yay! And Andrea is awesome. She started, it was a year ago, and was it only a year ago? God, time flies. Maybe it was 2 years ago. I have no sense of time. She's been here a year or two in March. I'm so sorry, Andrea. But she started to kind of do one thing, and she just rolls with it. Whatever we need her to do is how she migrates, and that's what she takes on. So love that girl. And she's so nice and sweet and like happy. And she reminds me of you a lot. So I hope you guys get to meet in person sometime.
I hope so.
You met her in Vegas, probably.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know if you met her at the booth, but she was at the booth, but she's so sweet. So yay, Andrea. And thank you, Hallie. And so I don't know if you noticed, you might not have. So Hallie, I noticed when we watched the video, she had her Taylor Swift sweatshirt on. So my acronyms and stuff kind of are a play off of that. So Hallie, two of her three sisters, her mom, and then two of her sisters that are in college, their roommates, they all went to see Taylor Swift together at Gillette Stadium.
So fun.
A few weekends ago. So I asked her, and Maddie that works for our office, she went a different night with her friends. So I asked them for like some acronyms that kids are saying, or maybe some Swiftie terms, because if you've been watching the internet, there's so many people going to the Swiftie concerts and like talking about Tay-Tay. So Lori, are you ready?
I don't know. I'm scared. Okay, go.
Oh, okay. I'm getting out of sorts here. I got so excited about her Taylor Swift. We'll go back. I'm totally skipping over her guilty pleasures. We'll just I'm sorry. We'll move stuff around. I'm so excited about Taylor. So, okay. The first word is not an acronym, but it's just a term that people are using, what the kids are using these days. So if someone says Riz, like, girl, you got Riz.
You got sass.
Sort of like charisma.
Okay.
So it's short for charisma. It's charming. Or if you're saying a guy has Riz, it means they're good at getting girls.
Oh. Little like two kind of different, right? Because charming and then getting girls.
Yeah.
So
but a guy can be charming, but then he could also be a sleaze bucket and have Riz. So I guess.
Oh my gosh. He's got Riz.
We have no game. We're so far out of everything. Okay, so this acronym, they sent it to me and I almost got it. So they asked me, do I know what GRWM means? And some of these are like Swiftie terms and some are like TikTok terms because these girls are on TikTok a lot. So GRWM. Girls are using it when they make TikToks, but it's an acronym they use before they make a specific type of TikTok.
I'm coming up with like great run. Without men. I don't know.
Get ready with me.
Oh, shoot. Get ready with me. Okay. That makes sense. Get ready with me.
When I guessed it, I said get right with me. Like,
that's good though too.
I was really close when I guessed it. So, okay, are you a Swiftie fan? Do you know any of Taylor's songs?
Some of them.
Okay, so this is a term that it must be about one of her songs. So the acronym is DBATC.
What's the second initial?
B. So dog, boy, apple, Taylor, cat.
How would she use it? Give me a hint.
The first word is death. I don't know that you would guess it. I think it probably is part of her lyrics or
Death before attacking the cheetah. Death before
Cheetos.
attacking the
attacking the Cheetos. No.
Cheetos. The Cheetos. Death by accident. I don't know.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Oh, it was in the death realm.
Yeah, I'm just
Death by-
just funny because you know who Taylor Swift is. Because sometimes I bring up people and you're like, who?
I know. I'll tell you as soon as you're done torturing me. I'll tell you one that came up today, and I wasn't embarrassed to say, "What does that mean?"
Oh no, tell me.
Emu.
Oh, emu or emo?
Emu. They said it, and I'm like, it was at this event this week, and there were some young upper-shoppers like, "What does that mean?"
Did they say someone was emo?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like emotional. It's like when they're like dark and gloomy.
All
and
black, dressed in black.
goth. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of goth.
I hadn't heard that word before.
Emu is the bird.
Yeah, so I'm thinking bird, I'm thinking Sesame Street. I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're saying,
Yeah, emo
goth.
is like back in the 80s, like some of the girl bands where it was just like
goth, we called it. Or we called it it'll come mod. We called it mod. Like your mod. You drove a Vespa and you were like dark and you maybe had some eyeliner on.
okay.
Guys, girls, yeah. That was like
Yeah.
your mod or goth, but emo.
Emo, short for emotional. It's usually people that have like black fingernails, wear all black. And the music they listen to is like, it's more like the depressing songs or the emotional songs, not the upbeat, jazzy stuff.
No.
Yeah, emo is popular again. Like it was back in like the 80s and 90s, and now it's popular again. But don't confuse, because again, emu is a bird, like similar to an ostrich.
A bird.
So don't call someone an emu.
Maybe that's why Livier looked at me funny. Livier and Vanessa, I was with them and they're younger and they're like, I'm like, huh? You girls have to tell me what this is because I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was good. And I knew one. So
yes,
since
thank you.
Script, we'll go back to guilty pleasures.
Yes. I love it.
What do you have? Anything?
Yeah, so I am buying Sunset. Season 6 just launched and they launch it at once. They don't like piecemeal you the episodes. They launch it as an entirety so you can watch it at your leisure. It's good. You know, I'm just blown away. For me, the fascination is one, the cat fights, but the fascination of like how much these houses cost in Beverly Hills. And I grew up in Los Angeles, California, but when you take the tour of these homes that are like 35 million and the guy's like, you know what? No, I want to look at something like in the $60 million range. $60 million. I'll never see that in my lifetime.
All I think is it's too bad I grew up in Kansas because I would have been one of those millionaires.
I know. Like 20 cars. They've got, a downstairs.
It's sick. It's ridiculous. It really is sickening.
I know. So anyhow, I am fascinated by that and what that looks like and how many, 14 bathrooms and how many housekeepers. That's where my mind goes. How many housekeepers do you need? How many landscapers do you need? It's probably they're on payroll daily.
It's staff. Like you would have to have someone, literally a person there landscaping. I mean, well, a lot of them don't really have much for a yard. And a lot of them also have turf grass, not real grass, which is, because you don't have to water and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, those people are cleaning their own pools. They have someone coming out once a week to clean their pools. You would have to have a maid, a housekeeper that was there every day because you can't clean a 10,000 square foot house in one day, no matter how many people you have there. It's just not.
Probably more than one, right? Like one to do like the I don't know, but that's the part that fascinates me is like the logistics of having a home that big. And last night it was like episode 1 or 2 and the house sold and the fire insurance, the deal fell out of escrow. The fire insurance was $200,000 a year. And the buyer said, No, I'm not paying any more than like 80,000 a year. 80,000 for fire insurance, but it was 200,000. That was the cheapest they could find, and that just blows me away.
It's ridiculous, and I'm so glad you brought that up because that is a guilty pleasure. I've already watched the whole season.
You know what I'm talking about when I'm telling you. Like
it literally was. Once I saw it was on, I put it on, and it was like at night, once everybody goes to bed, I would watch 1 or 2 episodes because I was just like enthralled. They got rid of the crazy girl. I can't even remember her name from last year. Christine. Yeah, the one that had the baby that was
ridiculous.
All kinds of stuff. And then Chriselle has some stuff going on. And Chriselle actually, it's in the news, so it doesn't talk about it in this episode, but the girl that she's dating, they just got married recently.
D-Flip.
Is it D-Flip? Is that what it is? G. That's right, because I keep calling her G in the episode. Yeah.
Yeah. And
she's an Aussie, right?
Yeah, I'm just watching.
Yeah.
And trying not, like, it's so crazy, Amelia. Like, it's just crazy.
And one of Nick Cannon's baby mamas is on there.
Yes.
And when she started the episode, she was is it Brie? No.
Oh wait, is it Brie or Emma?
It's not Emma.
Then it may be Brie.
Emma's the blonde.
Oh,
see how much I pay attention. I know Chriselle.
Yeah, and then of course,
Ananda.
Yes.
And Mary.
Mary's cute.
Anywho, it's all completely redonkulous, and
it is redonkulous. Like, and so much money.
Scripted, like, it is truly bubblegum for your mind. So that is a good guilty pleasure. So if you need mindlessness and you want to be like smack somebody, watch that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that probably was my guilty pleasure too. But the other thing that I have been watching was my daughter has been getting into, well, she always likes scary movies and horror, and she doesn't get scared, which I don't know where she gets it from because I was petrified as a child. So she and I have watched the most recent Scream movies. So we went back and watched Scream 5 and Scream 6. Have you ever watched any of the Scream movies?
No, they look scary.
They are. So the first ones came out like when I was in high school. Courtney Cox Arquette, David Arquette, what is her name? Nev
Sandra
Campbell.
Bullock?
Not Nev
Sandra
Campbell.
Bullock?
Sandra Bullock? No.
Not in that.
Drew Barrymore was in the very first one, but she was a character that got killed off right away. So I was petrified when I watched them when they first came out, and then I didn't watch them. I think I saw 1 and 2, missed the others. So she and I watched 5 was scary, 6 was just like, this is stupid. So we watched those, and I didn't have nightmares. So I'm like, yay, at 44, I'm finally not scared after I watched a scary movie.
Oh my gosh, I just don't like them. I just don't.
It's not.
Put me in front of Grease and put me in front of like Sound of Music. I'm great. Those are my alley. But no, I've seen like the trailers. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's scary.
Yeah. So now we're I don't know when we're going to do it, but my husband was like, oh, if you think those are bad, go watch Children of the Corn, which I've never seen.
No.
And they have the original that was made in like the late 80s, but then they redid it, I think, in 2020. So I'm not sure which version. And like Cujo and Jason, I never watched any of those because I was so scared as a child. I didn't want to watch those because I knew I would have nightmares forever. So we might go back and watch those together, and we might be cuddling in the corner, like making sure no one gets us.
So fun though.
Okay, well, and I guess my guilty pleasure is moving stuff around. So it's Friday.
It's Friday. It's a long weekend, everyone. So yeah. I need it. I need it.
Yes, and be sure you all head over. I tried to spray that. It didn't. Again, I didn't have it set up, but you can kind of see the golf balls in here.
So
it needs to be a little bit just like misted as opposed to be dumping a whole bottle of water on it. And then I got my desk wet and some papers wet. But yeah, so there's the decoration. So head over to ProMoTowels.com to learn more. Be sure you comment with your guilty pleasures, your recent binges. Don't forget to nominate your unsung promo hero. And then tune in again on Friday, June 23rd. And we will hope to see everybody here at Women's Leadership. We hope you made the cut. If you're waitlisted next year, get on the early bird.
Yeah, totally. It's going to be so good. So good.
Yeah. And Lori and I will be there.
Yes.
So your local celebrities will be signing autographs. Just kidding.
Yeah, you can take pictures.
Take pictures. We'll be in our own little area, but there is a rider. Like, we have riders, so you'll have to bring us a drink to take a picture. We have to, like...
Yes!
In lieu of cash, just bring us free drinks from the bar.
Free drinks will be good. No complaints. I love it.
All right, see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.